What happened to England? I was there recently and I must say it's unrecognizable now. I'm Norwegian and I've been to the UK many times, and I must say that I'm shocked. What I'm going to say in this video I believe applies to the entire UK. But I will say England because I've been mostly to England during the past few years, 2 or 3 times a year. It's a country I believe I know quite well. I love England and I'm a great admirer of English culture. But what I'm seeing now is shocking. This video, you know, what I'm going to say here might come across to some people as some guy just complaining or whatever. I don't care. This will be my honest opinion. By the way, you always get my honest opinion here on this channel. And I just need to say this, okay? Because I am saddened by what's happening and what has happened in the UK. To summarize, and I hate to say this, but I don't like it there anymore. I do not think it's a nice place to go to anymore. And it breaks my heart to say that. Now it's really early here, and this being Norway in late October, I believe it is, it's going to be a little bit dark. That's just how it is. But I made some notes, and some of these notes I made on the plane, I believe, on the way back home to Norway. And what struck me is that the UK has now become a low trust society. Now I will explain if I can see if I can see my notes here. Let's see. Yes. So a low trust society is a society, well, it's in the name, right? People don't trust each other. They don't trust the functions to work in society. There's a lot of suspicion, and such societies tend to be less effective. Now, I'm in university, I studied economics, and what we do know is that high trust societies are much more effective. Scandinavia is a typical example of a high trust society. But I believe that the UK has become a low trust society now. And why is that? I'll just say it straight away. Some people might call me a racist for saying this, but when you have people coming in from low trust societies in other countries, we're talking immigration, and when that goes on for a long time, you're going to change the makeup of the country. And that, I believe, is one of the reasons. The UK, and especially England, people used to be so polite. But now, when I was there, people did not say, if the crooks at the rental car company, for instance, they didn't say, "Have a nice day." They barely even looked at me. And that was not the only instance where people whose job it is to be of assistance. That's why I pay them money, right? They don't do that. They seem uninterested, and quite frankly, it seems like I'm bothering them. Also, I must say that, okay, I have an accent, but their English is quite broken, I will say, and they get annoyed when I don't understand their, I believe the term is pidgin English. They get annoyed. But their English it's very difficult to understand what they're saying. And I do my best as a foreigner to speak English the proper way. I do my very best because I respect the culture and I respect the language. Another thing I noticed in England now, and this has become much, much worse very rapidly, is unhealth. People seem unhealthy. There's a lot of obesity. There's a lot of people who can't even walk in a natural way because of their physiology, let's just put it that way. And I didn't used to see that a lot in England before, but now it's very common. Daylight is coming. It takes a long time for daylight to spread at this time of the year. But anyway, another thing I seem to have noticed is, and this goes for many countries, but especially the UK, is a general trend of stupidity and ignorance. And the culture seems to be dumbing down people. It's this mishmash of stupid reality TV, a sickly focus on celebrities, trash TV, trashy behavior. It doesn't help, right? When you have trashy behavior being celebrated in popular culture. To me, English culture is beautiful. English culture is profound. It goes back to the Celts. It goes back to, well, before that, and my culture, the Norse, is part of English culture. You can see that in the place names and everywhere. And that to me is English culture. And when I come there now, it's this ugly mixture of everything I don't like. There's a term, I believe it's called white trash culture. But it doesn't really apply because this is not a white thing. It's all over the place, if you know what I mean. It's like, it's just trash, It's trashy culture, trashy behavior, people being rude. A lot of people over there were rude to me now. I believe that the British class system is making things worse, because when you have a society where people are kept down, as they are in the British class system, it's this mentality of hopelessness that many people have, and I think that leads to frustration, which again leads to rude behavior. I honestly don't know what to do about this problem. There are many other people as well who are describing the UK now as a not a nice country. And I think well, if I didn't say so already, it breaks my heart, because I love that place. I do not want anyone with racist motives to take what I'm saying here as support for their cause. I do not support their cause. This is me talking about my experience with a country that seems to be going down a downward spiral. And I hate that. It doesn't need to be like that. I think the reasons are many. I don't have I don't have an answer to how to change it. I just hope that it will change for the better. And some will write in the comments that, well, you were just unlucky, maybe, with the people you met. Well, that may be so. I hope that's the case. But then again, this is not something that has happened only this time. This has happened many times. It's gotten worse and worse and worse every time I've been to England during the recent years. And other people here in Norway are saying the same about especially England now. It's this, what I often hear is that the English people are rude to them. Which is crazy when you think about it, because some of the nicest people I know are English. They are so warm and wonderful and caring, you know. But they are also telling me about this. They are also saying that, especially in the most populated areas, it's terrible there now. But anyway, I'll just sit here by the campfire for a little while, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider subscribing. That helps the channel tremendously if you do that. And I will be back in a few days with another video. Take care. I'll see you soon.